Today's topic is health and wellness, and this is part of the syllabus of the new, the new syllabus, which comes under NEP, New National Education Policy, and they have added this new area, and we are teaching in our college, and this is a very interesting subject. Though we are from history background, of course, since I'm interested in medicine and health, and I'm teaching this particular topic about the history of Indian medical science. And there's a lot to know from history of Indian medical science, and under this broad theme, history of Indian medical science, today we are going to talk on health and wellness. So, what is health? Now the question is, what is health? People say that health is wealth. That's also correct, but now even the World Health Organizations, earlier the definition was absence of disease and so many other physical ailments and mental problem, all those sorts of disease, all those sorts of problems is absence of all those problems, they say. But even that definition was also rejected now. Now the new definition about health is not simply an absence of disease, because everybody is having a disease and we don't die of that, and even a newborn baby is also having a disease. When the doctors take the blood samples from the newborn baby or even from a healthy person, and they go to the lab and test it, and they will find virus, parasites and bacteria, everything. So we already have this disease, but we are not sick. Why we are not sick? Because when our immune system is working properly, then we are not sick. So health means, it does not mean absence of disease, but health means enthusiasm to walk. So when you get up if you sleep proper, if you can sleep properly, and if you wake up properly, and if you can have your tea and breakfast and food properly, and if you are interested in working or interested in helping others, if you have enthusiasm to walk, and if you have enthusiasm to become compassionate, then you are healthy, terribly healthy. So everybody, we can't say that health is simply an absence of, we all have a disease. Now, since we are talking about health and wellness, so to have a long life, how to prolong how to become healthy, there is a study in Massachusetts in United States of America, in the Massachusetts, that's called what they call it Harvard alumni study. So these doctors, medical researchers and medical scientists, they have done research for the last 90 years. And some of the earlier researchers, they died, and there were another new doctors, they continued the study. And after 90 years of study, they came out with three things. They came out with three things only for your longevity, for your longevity and wellness. To become healthy, to live long, and in order to live long and to become wealthy and to be happy, they came out with three findings only. Number one is very simple, it's avoid alcohol. Now people say, some doctors say that take a little alcohol and your heart will be good. All these are rubbish things. Now there is not even a single evidence to prove that even a drop of alcohol is good for health. So number one, Harvard alumni study, after 90 years of study it came out, and one was avoid alcohol, number one, and the second was avoid tobacco. And the third is the most important one, that is love everyone, don't hate others, because they found out that hatred is the biggest disease generator. When you hate someone, when you are angry with someone, then what happens? Your cholesterol goes up, your BP goes up, then your sugar goes up. And in the long run, if you continue to hate somebody else, and if you continue to kill somebody else, and if you have a negative feeling all the time, then what happens? Your organism, your virus, parasites, and organisms cannot tolerate. For any living organism inside your body can tolerate stress, anxiety, or anger for a short period. But when it prolongs, your living organism, my living organism cannot tolerate, and it will cause disease. So hatred is the biggest disease generator today. So when you hate somebody else, as I have said, your BP goes up, your cholesterol goes up, and your sugar goes up, your kidney function less. Function less means it doesn't function properly, and your liver also won't function properly. So hatred is the biggest disease generator. So this Harvard alumni study, after 90 years of study, they came out with these 3 things only. So if you can avoid alcohol, if you can avoid tobacco, and if you don't hate others, if you love everyone, and if you become compassionate, and if you work hard, then you will become healthy. That is their finding. So to love one and to be free from stress and anxiety, you need to do what? You need to do meditation. And now, for a simple problem like stress and anxiety, you are taking Western medicine, Western allopathic medicine. The Western allopathic medicine, we have so many side effects. It has so many side effects. Now it is realized, even the Western medical doctors now realize that Western medical science, as per the Western medical science, the use of these allopathic medicines, which cause a lot of problems to the human, now they are realizing that that the Eastern culture, when we talk about Eastern culture, we talk about yoga, we talk about meditation, and then the Chinese or the Japanese, they are practicing Qigong or many other pranic healing exercise. All these things are there. So they are now looking to Eastern culture for controlling or managing certain lifestyle and chronic disease. So it's not always the allopathic medicine which now people thought that the Western medicine can cure the ills of mankind. That was totally wrong. That is totally wrong. Now we'll go to the next part. What I'm going to say today is that our body is designed to heal itself. Or we can say that we have innate ability to heal ourselves. We have a strong, very, very strong repair mechanism. God has given us a very strong repair mechanism that we have to trust it and that we have to believe it. Because human body or human being is not made with an idea. We are not born here. God has not sent us here on this earth with an idea that there will be a lot of doctors, there will be a lot of medicines, and there will be a lot of clinics to cure your problems whenever you feel sick. No, God has enormous wisdom. God did not create us. God did not think that there will be a doctors to cure your problems or to heal you. He knows that He sent us here that he should put a doctor inside you so that that doctor will look after you whenever you feel sick. So when God sent us here, He sent us with an inbuilt doctor, and that inbuilt doctor is so powerful, and it can heal you from common code to cancer, provided you keep your mind clear. Now there are books in the in Amazon, or you can order and you can read it. And these are the best Amazon selling books on health, about mind, body, and healing technique kind of thing. So Halbert Benson has written about the book, and Timeless Healing is one of the best-selling book in America and around the world, and you can buy through Amazon. And then Candace Park, he is also one of the American neuroscientists who has spent her life most of the time in the lab, and she found out the opiate receptors was even outside the brain. She knows that not only the brain is having the mind, and she found out that every cell has a mind. She came out to the conclusion that every cell has a mind. So, and that emotions, your emotion is controlling your body. Now, she even once said that time has now come not for chemotherapy, but for psychotherapy. So she was saying that when you have a very, very strong belief, then it can fire up the cells and it can transform even your cancer cells. So in that way, belief is become an important part of the treatment or healing process, And that is a very nice book. And then the other one, Dr. Bruce Lipton, he also talk about biology of belief. So in this book, he talks about when you retrain your thinking, then you can transform your body. So these are the medical scientists who has enough experience about treating a person and how they can be treated, how they can be brought back to health and wellness. So they have written so many books, and we can go through, and this one of the important ones among many other books. Now I'm coming to the next slide. Now Western medicine or Eastern medicine or Eastern culture. As I have earlier said, that God has given you an inbuilt doctor which is very powerful, and in order to heal your body, in order to be healthy, we need only two things. One is belief. You should have a very strong belief that your body can heal itself. Therefore, belief, and then patience. Patience is very important. So when a woman conceive a baby, it takes more than 9 months. It takes more than 9 months for delivery to fully form and to come out of the womb. Therefore, healing also takes time. We should be patient. But these days, people, the human beings or the mankind everywhere, or every body in this world, we want quick fix. And when you got headache, you want to swallow paracetamol, and within 30 minutes you became better. So we want that. We want quick fix. But this quick fix and the medicine that we are taking, that allopathic drugs, Western, it's called allopathic medicine is sometimes called Western medicine or modern medicine, or this allopathic medicine. So these are all chemical poisons actually. But why doctors are giving? Because there is a lot benefit despite the fact that there is some risk. So there is risk and benefit analysis there. So one thing which I am going to say is that there is a proverb in the context of this Western medicine. There's one saying, there is no pill for every ill. But we human beings are taught that there is a pill for every, but this is a myth. This is a myth. There is no pill for every ill. And while there is no pill for every ill, every pill is followed by an ill. Means it talks about side effects. So every pill which you are taking, it has many side effects. Now, Western medicine is quite expensive and it has so many side effects. Now, what we have to do, but we can't throw it away. But Western medicine is very useful when a person is suffering from acute illness, when a person is suffering from emergency cases like trauma. So when you got accident on the roadside and you break your leg, or you have a sort of diabetic coma or heart attack, or you are bitten by a snake, or you have been suffering from bullet wounds, or so many other emergency cases, or any acute illness, or from acute illness like, for example, COVID. Therefore, we need outside help. But I'm telling you, 90% of human illness is stress-related illness. Stress-related. And that stress and anxiety is within you, and it is not coming from outside, and it is your own creation. Therefore, in order to heal yourself, you are seeking outside help. For example, lifestyle and chronic illness. That illness, stress-related illness, like what we call it a chronic illness or lifestyle illness, for example, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, or acidity problem,